Her statement lingered in the room, sharp with mockery, as she told me I was free to be with anyone I wanted. She tossed it out like bait, certain I'd never act on it. But I did. And when I finally revealed who I had chosen, the disbelief on her face was unforgettable. Now she's furious, and I feel nothing but clarity. It all started with what she thought was harmless sarcasm. Another one of our endless arguments, so old and repetitive that neither of us could even recall what set it off. She stormed around the room, throwing out cutting remarks, while I sat silently, letting her words wash over me. Then she stopped abruptly, folded her arms, and with a smug grin said, "If you're so unhappy, go find someone else." She believed her sarcasm had me cornered. Instead, it lit something inside me. I didn't shout back. I simply met her eyes and replied, "Okay." Our relationship had been unraveling for a long time. She had a way of making me feel small, like nothing I did was ever good enough. Her constant criticisms, the dismissive sighs, the subtle humiliations in front of others, bit by bit, they wore me down. But among her friends, there was someone different. Emma. I met Emma nearly 2 years earlier through my girlfriend. She was everything my girlfriend wasn't: gentle, light-hearted, genuinely attentive. In group settings, she actually listened when I spoke. She remembered small details, asked questions about my projects, and had a way of making me feel visible. I never crossed a line, but if I said I felt nothing at all for her, I'd be lying. So when my girlfriend's so-called permission slipped out, Emma's name was the first that came to mind. A week later, I sent Emma a message. Nothing bold, just, "Want to grab a coffee sometime?" Her reply came within minutes, "Sure. When are you free?" We met at a quiet cafe downtown. What was supposed to be a quick cup turned into hours of conversation that flowed effortlessly. No tension, no pretending, just laughter and a sense of ease I hadn't felt in years. At one point, I told her about the fight and repeated my girlfriend's careless words. Emma raised an eyebrow, a spark of mischief in her eyes. "So, you chose me?" she asked. I nodded. Yes, I did. She didn't flinch or pull away. Instead, she gave me a thoughtful smile and said, "That's interesting." In the weeks that followed, we grew closer. Lunches, late-night walks, phone calls that stretched past midnight. Time with her felt natural, like breathing. In contrast, my relationship with my girlfriend seemed more poisonous than ever. One evening, Emma invited me to a small gathering at her apartment. A few friends, some music, easy laughter. For the first time in ages, I felt light, unburdened. When the night ended and I stayed to help her clean up, she paused, looked at me, and said softly, "You deserve happiness. I think you've forgotten what that feels like." Her words struck deep. She was right. I had forgotten. It didn't take long for my girlfriend to find out. Maybe it was a photo online. Maybe someone slipped after a few drinks. However it happened, the fallout was immediate. She stormed into my apartment, slamming the door so hard the walls shook. "You chose her," she screamed, her face twisted with rage. I stayed calm. "You told me I could." Her eyes narrowed. "That was a figure of speech." I shrugged. "Then maybe you should have been clearer." She exploded, accusing me of betrayal, ranting about loyalty, acting as if I'd crossed some unforgivable line. But deep down, I knew the truth. She didn't care about me, only about control. After that fight, she cut me off completely, blocked me, erased me from her world, and told mutual friends I was finished. I didn't chase after her. I was done with her games. Emma, on the other hand, never pressured me. We moved slowly, letting things develop on their own. She was firm that she wouldn't be anyone's rebound, and I respected her for it. The more time we shared, the clearer it became. She valued me for who I was, not for what I could provide. Her kindness, her ease, her sincerity, it reminded me of a part of myself I'd buried. Looking back, I think my girlfriend's free pass was meant to be a trap, a test she assumed I would fail by staying put. She never expected me to take her literally, much less choose Emma, the one person who had seen my worth all along. Was it messy? Absolutely. Would I do it again? Without hesitation. Life sometimes throws you into a choice: stay shackled to misery, or reach for something better. I chose better. She said I could be with anyone. I chose the one woman she never thought I'd have the courage to pick. And I don't regret a single moment of it.